Hey guys, it's Trisha with Upcycled Stuff, and today I have a special guest with me, my niece Michaela, and we will be showing you how to take your spent Starbucks cups and turn them into earrings like these ones. So here are the supplies you'll need to make your earrings. Now if you're making a very simple pair of earrings, which Michaela will show you how to make, all you'll need is your cup, and you could get away with just using a pair of scissors, or if you wanted to use craft punches, you'll need a punch. You'll also need ear wires. These ear wires here just have a cute little French hook that you undo and slip your piece on, so you won't need jewelry making tools. And then you'll also need something to punch a hole with, and that I'm just using a push pin and some stacked cardboard. Now if you want to add any kind of beads or hook a couple of pieces of your plastic cup together, you'll also need eye pins and some beads and some jewelry tools. So I have a pair of flush cutters, needle nose pliers, and round nose pliers. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is cut your cup after it's been cleaned and washed. So Michaela's gonna start cutting down the edge of one cup, and then she's gonna cut all the way around the rim to make a much smaller little dish that we're gonna set aside to use for all of our cup pieces. Okay, so now we've taken the cup and we've cut all the pieces off that we're not going to be able to use, and we're going to start punching. Now as we're punching, using our punches, we may have to cut more strips off just so that we can reach these designs. So a couple things about punches. These two punches here that I have with these big levers, they work really well in the cups. This other one that I have does not work very well. It doesn't cut through, it just leaves sort of an imprint. So it has this sort of lever that attaches to the inside. That's not making much sense, but this one didn't cut. So, but these ones work really well. This bigger one we do have to keep on the table when we punch, but it does punch through. So Michaela is going to find a place on her cup that she wants to cut, and then we're going to line this up with the design we like, and we're going to make some cutouts. Hearts or stars, whatever you want. Remember, flip it over so you can see your design. And then her little piece popped out here. And this we're going to use as a little cup here, just to hold all of our pieces in. So we're going to go ahead and make a bunch of these different cutouts, and then we'll come back and show you how to make earrings out of them. So we've cut out a bunch of different shapes, hearts and stars, and Michaela is going to put in a hole for her ear wires in each of her stars now. So just take a push pin and push it through on top of some cardboard, a stack of cardboard, so you don't ruin any of your surfaces. And when you pick it up, let me see for 1 second.
There's a small hole in there.
There's a very, very tiny hole, and it's probably going to be too small for an ear wire. So very carefully, if you're working with a young child, please help them with this part. You're going to poke your push pin all the way through and make sure it goes beyond that point. And just wiggle it around a little bit. Can't see you, honey. So push it all the way through. Okay. And then you can take your other piece and put it underneath the one that you just did. And use the first hole as a guide for the second hole. Of course, that's not necessary if it's too slippery. You can just wing it. There we go. Move your hand back so people can see. Yep. Okay, and then take the second one and do the same thing. Put your push pin all the way through. Down a little bit. and then wiggle it out. Okay. Now grab your ear wires. These are the ones, remember, that you don't need to have any kind of jump rings or anything on. Just undo the hook. And then slide your star onto the back side of the ear wire and into the right position. And then just hold it for everyone to see. And then there's your earring. So that one's a pretty simple one for younger kids to do with Mom while she makes some that maybe have beads. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you some different techniques for adding beads and connecting different pieces from your cup. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to attach a simple bead to some of your plastic cutouts. I have 2 stars here, and then I'm going to attach them to these beads and then onto the ear wires. So the first thing you'll need to do is make sure that your plastic pieces have the holes already punched in them. And then to make your beads with these 2 little loops, you're going to take one of your eye pins and slip a bead on. And then take your needle nose plier and make about a 90-degree angle bend. But not really, I guess. You're shooting for 90 degrees. And then take your round nose plier and you're going to put it right on the bend that you just made and bend your wire towards you around your round nose plier. Okay, when you get to about this position, turn your round nose plier up. You just want to move this out of the way so that you can twist your wire, your eye pin onto itself. So get a good hold on that and then start wrapping this around the eye pin. You can do it once just to finish off the circle, or you can do it a couple of times if you want to get a little bit more decorative. Okay, and then take your flush cutters and snip that back as close as you can to the stem. Watch out for flying wire. And then grab your needle nose pliers again, and you're gonna flatten out any pieces of wire that are sticking out. Just give it a good squeeze. It's not cooperating. Okay. Okay, so once your beads are all wrapped up here, you're going to take the part that you wound, where you did the finishing piece of your eye pin, and you're going to put it on your ear wire. So you're going to open your ear wire just enough to fit your wire in there. So again, you want to make sure that you're putting that closed piece, because we can't open that, on there. And then squeeze it closed. And then you can flip it over and open up the eye. Again, just enough to fit your plastic piece on. Wiggle it on. And squeeze it closed. Okay. And my star is a little bit long. In other words, I poked my hole a little bit too far down, and it's too big for the eye of the pin. So I'm going to just cut a little piece here so that it has free movement when I'm wearing it, so it doesn't get stuck. Okay, and so there's the finished earring with a bead on it. And now I'm going to show you how to connect a few different pieces of plastic together. Okay, I know it's hard to see on this tabletop, and I apologize, but this is the next design layout that I'm going to do. I have 3 plastic pieces cut out, and I'm just going to connect them with jump rings and then to a pair of ear wires. To do this, you'll just need either 2 needle nose pliers. If you don't have 2, you can use 1, and then another jewelry tool that has just a little bit of a flat piece in there that you can use to hold a jump ring with. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. So to do this, you're gonna this is the proper way to open a jump ring, guys. You don't pull it straight open like you do with the ear wires, because it'll never close back the right way and your pieces will fall out of the jump ring. So with your jump ring, here's the opening here. You're gonna take it and place it inside of that little flat part, just as a place to hold it. And then you're gonna take your needle nose plier and you're gonna move your jump ring sideways, not pulling it apart, to open it. Then you're gonna take your plastic piece and slip it in there. Okay, and then the same way that you opened it, you close it. Just slide it back into place. Give it a little pinch so that you know it's closed. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've poked holes, one on the top and one on the bottom of the first heart, same with the second heart, and then just on the third heart, just one at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and attach all my jump rings, and then we'll get them all attached to each other. Okay, now I have all of my heart pieces connected. So I have 3 hearts here and I have 3 hearts here, and I'm gonna go ahead and connect them to my ear wire. So same as before, just grab your ear wire, pull open the loop, and slip on your piece of plastic. Some of these ear wires are a little bit thick, so you might have to add another jump ring. These ones are okay, but some of the more fancy ones are a little bit more, they're a little bit wider. Squeeze it closed. And there you have your cute little cascading heart earring. And then when you're done, you can sit back and enjoy all of the different ways you can make earrings from Starbucks cups. These are just some of the ones that Michaela and I did in probably about an hour, I think. I don't think we were doing this much longer than that. And there's the last one. These are my favorites.